Hey guys, welcome to this video. I just wanted to share. I just was feeling really good and I wanted to share about the current energy that's going on right now. I wanted to use a personal example of something that I did that really helped me, that maybe it could help you guys. So yesterday I was like just feeling really desperate and like overwhelmed with lack and heaviness. And I was just kind of spiraling. My inner dialogue was spiraling into real negativity and being just real critical of myself. I was starting to get overly obsessed with my results of my creations, and that's always when I know that I'm in this lack vibration. And it just hit a point where like something was different this time, where I was like, I just had enough. My phone addiction was surfacing, like I was reading the news, and like I never do these kind of things. And I was like, what's going on? I was like, this is all just getting to me. So I put my boots on and I just marshaled myself outside and I went for this walk. It was more like marching. And when I was on the walk, I could feel my higher self pouring through me with affirmations. It was literally speaking through me. I was speaking out loud all these affirmations, just these reassurances, and like how this is helping me to, all this lack I'm feeling. It's really helping me to grow, and this is actually, everything is still in accordance to how it's all going. Everything is still perfect. This is still all divine. One thing I remembered most of all, though, was I was just walking, and I remember saying this out loud. If there was ever a time to disconnect, now is the time. And I just got all these shivers and goosebumps that just felt like they just kept descending into me. And I was like, wow, okay. And something really shifted within me in that moment. And as I was walking back, I knew that the movement was to let go of all the external stimulus, of all the fear-mongering, of all the programming, and to really go within and connect deep and to go deeper into the silence and to just be with my own feelings and to go deep enough into the silence to hear my own voice. Recently with everything that's happening, I feel like we all kind of got pulled into it too, because we had to learn that no, that's not who we are. That the fear, the panic, the hysteria, the overreaction, really just the craziness, the scarcity and lack that's being just freaking blasted on everywhere, everywhere. We had to really get pulled into that for a second to realize that's not who we are. And through getting pulled into that, we are now in real time realizing, wow, we have a choice. And there's this whole other world being created right now. And I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this. There's this whole other world being created through love and peace and five-dimensional reality and self-acceptance and self-love and abundance. And I was realizing today, looking all around me, how fucking abundant this world is. This world is so abundant. It's so abundant with the blue skies, the sunshine, the chirping birds, the freaking just the natural beauty. If you are feeling lack, if you need to be reminded of how abundant this universe is with love and prosperity and life, get into nature, get outside into nature, and it will connect you with that abundance that you naturally are, the love that you naturally are. This universe is going through a huge mass awakening right now. And that's gonna look painful, it's gonna look fearful, it's gonna look crazy. That's just how it has to happen, apparently. But we, as Lightworkers, we have a choice. Because we have already embraced the unknown. We've been forced to embrace the unknown. We've been brought to our knees into surrendering these patterns within us. And now as we see the collective playing out these patterns, because listen, to overcome fear, first we must become aware of it. So right now, the media is perfectly playing its role to help people become aware of the fear that's already within them. All of this fear that's going on, this already existed within everybody. It's now just showing people the trauma that was already within them. And now with these quarantines, they're really making it so people can't escape themselves anymore. So people can't lose themselves to distraction. And here's the crazy thing. To disconnect from media right now, you essentially need to disconnect from technology. And so it's showing people not only what they're afraid of, but what they're addicted to, and how these addictions are creating more of what they don't want to feel. Do you see that? Do you see how this is all working out perfectly to help people to wake up from the lives that they have been living that are just based in the duality of the mind, that are just based in a story, that have been limiting them from feeling the abundance that they are, the love that they are, these lives that lead us to looking to externals for validation and acceptance. All of that's crumbling right now. But for that to crumble, for that to fall away, there must first be that initial surge of awareness. You can't surrender and allow until you know what you're surrendering, until you know what you're allowing, until you know what's falling apart. And with all the fear and the lack and the scarcity coming to the surface, it's going to give people a chance to look at it, to feel it, and to say, that's not me. That's not what I need anymore. I can surrender this. I can allow this. I can stop resisting this. I can stop running from myself. I can stop projecting my fear and anger onto the external, and I can own what's going on in here. And not everybody is ready to do that. The fear does serve a purpose. And for many, they are going to choose fear and panic and scarcity and lack. And that isn't wrong. That isn't bad. That is just evolution. And that is just where some souls need to exist for a certain period of time. So if we can see that, we'll be less prone to judge those who are choosing that. And less prone to think that it's because they're choosing fear and lack, that's why I have to choose fear and lack. No, you choose what you feel. You are a conscious creator of what you're feeling right now. Others need to choose what they need to choose, but you have the choice to choose peace, to choose abundance, to choose love. And I know it's fucking hard, okay? I know it's hard. I know these times are making it seem almost impossible. But this is where we have the opportunity to really connect to our inner power even more, to connect to our boundaries, to our our sense of energetic sovereignty, because we're all very sensitive and we're going to be picking up on other people's energies. That's just who we are as empaths and starseeds and lightworkers. If you're feeling overwhelmed by energies, there's so many things to recommend, but the big ones are get into nature, meditate, say affirmations out loud. I wish I had it on me, but my mom has a Matt Kahn on her Instagram. I don't have Instagram. I need to get it. Yes, I know. So that I can do this on there too. But Matt Kahn has a real great affirmation for clearing your field of other people's energies. So if you feel overwhelmed by energy and you need something more, more verbal, more like affirmative than just sitting in the silence or getting out in nature, then go look for a Matt Kahn affirmation on Instagram, or there's lots of them about clearing your field. I am fortunate enough that I'm out here in the prairie where it's literally very rural, 18 miles from a town of 5,000 people. So it's very easy for me here to clear my energy, to charge up so that I can share with you guys. But when I was in Portland just under a week ago, I knew how overwhelming that energy could get of feeling the fear and the panic all around me. So if you're in that type of situation, it's an opportunity for you to develop another tool, to cultivate another tool to, because think about it, if you're forced to learn how to clear your energetic field and your aura right now, as you learn that tool is with you forever. So the next time you find yourself in a difficult situation where you're taking on too much of other people's energy, you will have the resources to be able to really remedy that. So all of this right now that's happening, it's really happening for our highest good, for the world's highest good, for the universe's highest good, because anything that happens right now is just going to be something for us to learn from, for us to keep elevating our vibration, and for us to keep expanding our ability to serve Source. And right now, more than ever, Source, your higher self, your guides, God, the Divine Mother, they're asking for us to anchor the opposite while not resisting the opposite. And what I mean is the opposite of the fear, the programs, the conditioning, the hysteria. If those feelings come up in you, you allow them, you open to them, and you surrender to them. And the most powerful thing you can do for yourself and everyone around you is to keep your heart open. When we have an overactive mind, as can happen in times like these, when we have an overactive mind, what it's trying to tell us is your heart is closed. And when our heart is closed, I have a great Anna Brown quote. What is it? When our heart is open, all is well. When our heart is closed, all is hell. Anna Brown, check her out. I think she changed the name of her channel to, Loving Yourself Awake. I don't know. I hope I got that right, because she's been a really powerful influence, especially in times like these, about how to keep staying in the movement of consciously creating what you want to feel, what you want to experience, and to not get pulled in permanently, because there is value initially, like I said. Sometimes we have to get pulled in to realize, no, this isn't who I am. This isn't my truth. I can see what this is. Just know also, no matter what you're feeling, it's okay. And that's from my girl, Abby, at the New Age Coach. We were talking in the comments the other day. On one of her videos, she was talking about how it's okay no matter what you're feeling. And I was just like, I know I'm going to say that. And I want to pass that on to you guys. It's okay no matter what you're feeling right now. Because the quickest way to dissolve the negativity, the fear, the lack, and the scarcity you feel within is to be okay with it. Is to not resist it anymore. Is to just let it come up and let your open heart radiate love onto these feelings. And before you know it, they'll start transmuting and your vibration will start higher. And the last thing I want to leave you guys with is disconnect from the media if you can. Disconnect. What you need to know about what's happening will show up in front of you when you need to know it. You don't need to go out of your way to learn everything you can about all this fear and about how, all the negativity. God, you could just go on endlessly with it right now. Disconnect. Disconnect from technology as much as you can and connect with nature in silence. That's what needs to happen. While so many are just have all their attention into their phones, into their TV screens, into the news, into this story and this story, what you need to do, what us Lightworkers need to do, is to let go of that and connect with the opposite, the silence, the nature, love, peace, the heart, the gut, within. When we're overactive up here, it's because this is closed off. So that's the message. That's the message that I'm bringing into myself. And that's the message I want to share with you guys. I love you all so much. This too shall pass. And this is an opportunity for not only the world's ascension, but your own personal ascension. Namaste.